STR Omega. Man, oh man. Was he one of the best, or if not the best, but God lead? He probably wasn't. Probably wasn't. But I think the best thing about him was the fact that he was attack debuffing passively. But was that working inside Dokkan events? In this team, for example, Metal Rildo obviously didn't have his awakening back then, and Rildo doesn't get his awakening till like what? When does Rildo even get his awakening? Let me go and just get Fierce Battle and keep Extreme STR Fierce Battle pulled up. Because judging by this team, because STR Mega comes out February 15th of 2017 on Global, and the Truth video, of course, shout out to the Truth, comes out April 27th of 2017. So this video is made about a couple months after STR Omega does come out, right? And this is what his team looks like. So this is a early STR team that he decided to run. Interesting. That is very interesting. And let me go ahead and take a look at Omega's first turn attack stat, because he is running through his Dokkan event. And of course, guys, keep in mind that back inside February of 2017, of course, JP, obviously the first one to get Battle Road, and Battle Road doesn't come out till October of 2017 anyways. So, of course, at the time, the toughest content was, it's like, it was Dokkan events, like Dokkan events, besides like, you know, the Prime Battle stuff. But I just want to go ahead and take a quick look at this first turn attack stat. Alright, he's only sharing 3 links with the STR Meldorudo. So what is Omega going to open up with? Like, this is actually quite interesting. These super attacks. Yeah. I forgot super attacks took like 2 seconds back then, so I was skipping. 300k attack stat. That's interesting. That is interesting because he's already passively debuffing the enemy, so that's actually pretty okay. That's pretty okay. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Deb back with another one of these Dokkan battle videos. Today we're going to talk about STR Omega. Now, was Omega the best God lead back then? I gotta figure that out. I actually had to figure that out. So let's go ahead and keep Fierce Battle pulled up. And everyone who came out before Omega, it's like he had this Broly. And let me actually, I'm using Truth's video as a reference for what type of team build that he used. This is the only Omega video I found. I looked at Living Ichigo. I didn't check Rhyme Style. That was going to be my next option. But I checked Truth. I checked Living Ichigo. And I was looking through all other like searches, and I couldn't find nothing on STR Omega. So I'm going to be referencing Truth's video from here on out. So this is the team that he ran. This is very weird. This is a very weird team. So let me go ahead and get GT bosses. You know what the funny thing is about GT bosses is that wait, no, is that the 17? Am I crazy? Let me go ahead and pull up. That's not Hellfighter 17, right? That's just regular old Android 17. Let me give me androids. Let me get STR. What version of 17 is that? Is that just regular old Android 17? Right? Yeah, that's his regular 17, excuse me. But yeah, what I was going to say is that Hellfighter 17, it's like both the Android and 17 and Hellfighter 17 are not both on GT bosses, which I think is just the stupidest shit ever. It's like, for example, it's like the Trenchcoat 17. Like, why is this guy not on there? So it's weird. It's just very, very weird. Yeah, like Trenchcoat 17 is not on here. This is Hellfighter 17. It's like, no, this is him. Come on, Dokkan, stop that. It's like, of course, the 17 on there. It makes complete sense. But yeah, he was using this SSR of the Android 17. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer from AGL Key Spears. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's like, really, I'm pretty sure that Gotenks Boo is also an attack debuffer, right? Is he on here? No, he's not on here. Oh, what's the quickest way to get to him? Is it power absorption? Who here is on power absorption? Yo, I'm putting myself on the spot like this. So yeah, he was running Metal Rodo. It's like he was running, well, I mean, Hyper Metal Rodo, and you have Metal Rodo right here. Let me go ahead and get you. I gotta go ahead and get over to artificial life forms, and let me get the Boo. So he had this guy on his team, and he also had, let me go and take a look. He also had that Boo on his team too, which is an SR. Weird. Say, interesting team. So he gained 12% attack per STR key spear obtained. He was a sealer, and this Boo gave STR type attack 25%. So this guy was a support type unit. Okay. I just want to map out his entire team real quick. Let me get artificial life forms. And then let me go ahead and get... Let me grab you for a second. Let me get Hellfire 17 real quick. And then let me go ahead and go on over to androids. I know, I'm sorry, guys. On the beginning half of the video, I wanted to just grab up his entire team. I should have grabbed it up anyways. Let me get SSR. Okay, so he brought him as an orb changer as an SSR. And let me go ahead and get you. Yeah, let me get you. So his team was, let's close this out, So he had this guy on the team. He had, let's close that out. He had this guy, he had this guy, he had this guy, and he had this guy as an SSR. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was his entire team. So, yeah, this is his entire team. So, first things first, he ran double Omega Shenron, which was passively debuffing the enemy by 30%, as well as starting out with 80% attack. He also had up next the SSR Metal Rildo, who started out with 10,000 attack at the start of turn and lowered attack on super attack. He had up next was the Hyper Metal Rildo, who had 2 key and 4,000 attack and going against one enemy and lowered attack. He also had the Android 17, who is an orb changer from AGL to Rainbow Key Spears, was definitely nice. He had the Boo Tanks, who sealed on super, gained 12% attack per STR Key Spear obtained. And he also had the Buhan, who was STR type attack 25%. So this was his support type unit. This was his sealer slash nuker. This was his orb changer. This was his attack debuffer. This was also his attack debuffer. And then this was his attack debuffer slash god lead. Wow, this is a team. What a team. It's like, what a team. And his first attack stat was essentially a 600,000 attack stat, right? I just want to go ahead and skip on over to it. Okay. So he does share 3 links with Metal Rodo, and that's a 600k attack stat that he does hit on this Shenron, right? Because it's a 300k attack stat, and 300k for back in April of 2017 was rather good. I know, it's weird. That 326,000 attack stat seems ass, but that's good damage. Yeah, guys, that's good damage. My OGs down below, my original players, will tell you that Omega was good, but he probably, was he the best? It's like this team, if you take a look at this team, it's like, as a god leader, would I say that he's the best? Because now I gotta see. I definitely gotta see. Let me go ahead and close out this entire team that I built from Truth Sting. So the first god lead was who? Who was the first god lead? I can't remember. Was it? It's AGL Super Vegito. Actually, was he the first god lead? Probably not. I'm just using that as a reference. This is the first god lead I'm pulling up. Next god lead is who's Tech's god lead? Is it Frieza's a demigod lead, right? Is Frieza a demigod lead or a god lead? I don't remember. He's a demigod lead. Okay. Who is the Tech god lead? I do not remember for some reason. It was Gotenks? I think it was Gotenks. Yeah, Gotenks. Okay. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was the Tech god lead. Int's god lead was Buhan. Because I remember doing this video, and yeah, I remember that. And of course, STR's god lead is Omega. And then physical god lead would have to be Broly. Broly was the god lead, right? Yeah, he was. You thought I had to remember that. That was a little tough to remember. But these are all the god leads, and I would probably have to say, ooh, this is tough. This is tough. If I was to rank all god leads, ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Was Omega up there though? Let me stop beating around the bush. So how did Omega perform during the meta that came out during, that being the leader skill slash Dokkan event meta? As you guys can see, his attack stat was good. He had a damn near a 600k attack stat, or just over that. And he's a attack debuffer. And it's like, if you take a look at Truth's team, I know I'm referencing it for like the 30th time in the video, it's like this team was exactly not half bad. Like, we take a look at this, it's like attack debuffer, passive attack debuffer with good attack stat for both double Omegas. It's like Metal Rodo, attack debuffer, Hyper Metal Rodo, attack debuffer, 17, Orb Changer. It's like the team that he had here, STR is looking quite good, so he does technically have a good god lead, and he's a passive debuffer with a good attack stat, as well as him toting big bad bosses. Now, sure, back in 2016, when he had first dropped, all you had to do was get below that HP threshold to get that off for his attack stat, and his defensive stat looks slightly better. But contrary to that, it's like Omega was good. Omega was good. What can I say? You guys saw with 3 links active, Omega did good damage. And back in 2016, well, 2017 to reference the video, Omega was, I mean, what can I say? Like I've already said, he was astounding. Omega was definitely astounding. But he probably isn't the best god lead. I'd probably give it to Super Vegito. Because you think about it, you could say that Omega was the best god lead because he did have STR Gogeta on his team. Because remember, this isn't Extreme STR. This is just STR flat. So we do go over to Fierce Battle. And it's like, technically, you could make the case that as time does go on, because back in September 30th of 2016, we don't get the first year anniversary till, wait, no, the first year anniversary already passed. I'm completely bugging. We don't get the second year anniversary. It's like Omega on, oof. Oh man, I'm just like, I'm confusing myself. I'm running myself in circles, guys. So he technically does have STR Gogeta on his team though. So if you guys really think about it, oh, he probably was the best god lead because he does have STR Gogeta. He has Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He has this Super Saiyan 3 Goku that everyone praised. I mean, a lot of people praised this Goku. So he's kind of like a dollar store version of the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But hey, technically, he is on Omega's god lead. And listen, you have STR Gogeta, you have STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you have STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's good. That is quite good, guys. Hey, that is really good. So him having STR Gogeta is something that is massive. That is very, very massive. And remember, STR Gogeta, prepare for battle, what was it? He had prepare for battle over in Flash and shocking speed. If this man has shocking speed, I don't remember correctly. No, he only has prepare for battle over in the Flash. I don't know what, bro. If he had prepare for battle, oh my god, if he has shocking speed, do you know how well that would have been stupid, guys? I'm telling you, prepare for battle over Flash Fuse Fighter. It's like technically he had over in the Flash for Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but still, this is big right here. And then technically you could run this Goku right over here in his SSR form to get that support type buff off. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right? Yeah. 25% attack to all allies. I'm telling you guys, Omega might have been the best. Maybe. My OGs down below, please let me know what you guys think. Please. So, back during the time that he came out during that meta, he was possibly the best god lead, or maybe second best to to AGL Super Vegito. Probably. Because it's like, if you take a look, I don't want this video dragging on too long, but you guys get exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely going to do a video on who the best god lead was. I gotta. Because this is a good topic. Yeah, and it's going to be a nice little ramble on video by Dev. Good background noise. I remember reading the comment, it's like, Dev, you make good background noise. It's like, you talk, you're speaking. It's like, I listen to you while I do my homework. I listen to you while I play video games. I've actually had comments like that, and it's surprising. It's surprising. Not only on YouTube, but I've had it on Discord. It's like people have told me that they listen to my videos while they do their homework, and if that's true, then I guess I'm doing something right. So, going back on over to Omega, how does he perform during the meta where he gets his EZA? Now, he gets his EZA during the Legendary Goku event meta, But the thing is that he's not great for the Legendary Goku meta, because where you want to use him is where he can attack debuff. And the problem is that throughout the, I think past like a certain stage, I'm pretty sure it's Tech God Goku, right? I think it's past Tech God Goku's where you can't lower his attack anymore, right? I do not remember. We're going to check that right now, because I haven't done the Legendary Goku event in a little minute, and I haven't taken a look at his page in a while. Yeah, you can't lower his attack past his Super Saiyan 3 form, but you can lower his defense throughout the entire fight. But yeah, where you want to use this guy is where you can attack debuff all enemies. So this guy's not going to really work the best with only his 80% attack and defense to start a turn, with his support type buff of full power 2 key and 40% attack. I remember this being very powerful when this at first came out. This helped out Dragon Ball Super Broly's team so much. Like, this was very substantial. So I think that during the meta that he came out during with his EZA, he wasn't really that great, but you can probably get by with him. Now, where he becomes much more of a viable option is in Extreme Super Battle Road in 2020. Excuse me. When Extreme Super Battle Road comes out in 2020, this guy is an absolute killer. You can run multiple attack debuffers on the team. Like, to map out the team, you would run double STR Omega for versus the super physical stage, double STR Omega. You would run the STR Rose because he's a passive attack debuffer. You would run STR Cell because he's also attack debuffer. And was there any other attack debuffers on the team? I think that was it, right? Let me go ahead and pull up Fierce Battle again. Because for Extreme STR, it's like you can technically go ahead and just have, you can have attack debuffers on both rotations. You have one STR Omega sitting right next to STR Goku Black, and then you will have another STR Omega sitting right next to STR Perfect Cell, and they'll both be passively debuffing both rotations by like, what was it, like 60%? Because he's, bro, a passive debuff by 40% is absolutely massive, guys. So let me just grab up Cell, because Cell is an attack debuffer when going against multiple enemies, right? Yes, he is. When going against two or more enemies, he's an attack debuffer. And Rose, pre-EZA Rose. Pre-EZA Rose, he was a super class enemy's attack debuffer by 20%. So if you was running double STR Omega as your leaders for the versus super physical stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, they would both be passively debuffing each rotation by 60%, because Cell is an attack debuffer right over here, and Goku Black is an attack debuffer right over here. 60% attack debuff. Guys, can you, I just want to shake the camera. Do you guys know how dumb that is? That is so goddamn powerful. I cannot stress that enough. This was far and away, and I don't want to hear nothing, super physical in Extreme Super Battle Road on day one was the easiest Extreme Super Battle Road stage by far. It's no discussion. It's like bar none. The easiest stage. What stage was easier? Huh? What stage was easier? Because this one was way easier. Because you had 4 attack debuffers. 4. You had 4, guys. You had 4. It's so stupid. Okay? So, of course, this guy's not working well in today's meta, clearly. But he is on... What? Is he on any 200% leader skills? I think he's on... let me get Battle of Fate. Are you on the GT Boys 200% leader skill? Because you're on Battle of Fate and you're on Shadow Dragon Saga. So he's on the GT Boys' 200% leader skill. Yes, sir. That's nice. That is nice to see. Okay. Power Absorption is a no because he's not an android. Clearly. GT Boss is no. Inhuman Deeds is a no. Right? Yeah, Inhuman Deeds is only yeah, okay. Okay. Full Powers and no, and then Shadow Dragon Saga, clearly they're only 200% leader skill. Like, STR Omega being on this 200% leader skill is actually good. But they're not a full power character. Yeah. Okay, because, I mean, they're on full power, I mean. I mean, Omega's giving him 2 key and 40% attack. Yeah, I think I'm not talking about this buff enough, but when Omega had first came out, his support type buff to full power, 2 key, and 40% attack, that's good. This was a very big buff back then. Like, it was way more than we gave him credit for. So let's go ahead and just talk about what is good about Omega. So Omega, the first thing that's good about Omega is the fact that back when he first came out, he was a good god leader with 3 key and 7% stats. Obviously, that was all god leads. So he was a good god leader to his specific typing. Although it was a bit of an issue to have him around some of those other superclass characters like STR Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I still think that Omega ran pretty well because this guy was, I mean, his attack stat was solid, which all that mattered back then, and he was a passive attack debuffer. And him being an STR god lead, it's like he had STR Super Gogeta. So technically, and it's like you can run STR Super Gogeta on his team and have both Omegas push off rotation. It can work, guys. It can quite literally work. It's like he had a good attack stat. He can be pushed off rotation. He's a passive attack debuffer. That was the most important thing about him, was the fact that his god lead was obviously solid to the specific type that he was leading. He was a good STR god lead. That was it. That's what I'm trying to make the point for. And how he looked, like what was good about him for his easy A was this was like, I feel like though his support type buff overshadowed his attack debuff, because during Legendary Goku meta you couldn't attack debuff. So like this attack buff for full power was definitely very, very good. It was better. It's like better than I'm giving it credit for. It's like I was underrating it a moment ago, but this is so good back then. And then when Extreme Super Battle Road creeped into the meta, this guy had easily the easiest stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, like on day 1. It's like that was cake. That was a literal cakewalk. Like strawberry shortcake walk. So what is bad about this guy? Now, I think one thing I want to say that's bad about him is the fact that he is sharing the same name as Physical Omega, right? Yeah, he's technically sharing the same name as Physical Omega. Why are these guys like grayed out? Anyone see that? Why are they grayed out for some reason? Are they doing that for categories now? If so, that's interesting. Let me get androids. Okay, no. Okay, for whatever reason, it's just grayed out. Yeah, there we go. I was like, huh? Is that new? Okay, so yeah, I think the only issue with him is the fact that he's sharing the same name as Physical Omega. So when Physical Omega does come out for the 2017 Worldwide Down Celebration, it's a little weird to run him on the same team with him. But technically, you could run him on the same team with him because SR Omega is supporting him with 2 key and, well, and 40% attack when, I mean, when he gets his easy A. But back then, it's like you couldn't really run these two together, could you? I mean, probably. Yeah, you probably could. I'm capping. You probably could. Because technically they're both attack debuffing. Because he's attack debuffing right over here by 20%. He's attack debuffing by 30% right over here. So these two, they can work on the same team. What am I talking about? Forget exactly what I said. But yeah, I don't really have too much issue with STR Omega. He was probably the best god lead. Probably. I gotta do a video on it. But my OGs, please, let me know. You guys seem to know a lot. You guys know a lot, man. I love that. Please, I love to see it. But yeah, I think that is really bad. I have not been reading comments lately because I have been a tad bit busy, but I gotta get to those comments, man. I do be seeing the comments that show up on like the little. I'm not even gonna talk, but I think that's what. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys the best. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.